Welcome back. It's now time for Midday Sports. Here's Jermaine Brown.
The West Indies suffered a 9-wicket defeat to hosts New Zealand on day 3 of the second test at the Basin Reserve in Wellington. Resuming on 32 for 2, the West Indies were dismissed for 128 in their second innings in the post-lunch session. Kavem Hodge top scored with 38, while Justin Greaves made 25 and Jamaica's Brandon King at 22. Jacob Duffy was the pick of the Kiwi bowlers with 5 for 38. Michael Ray supported with 3 for 45. Now set just 56 to win, New Zealand coasted to 57 for 1 to wrap up victory before tea and take a 1-0 lead in the 3-match series. Devon Conway made an unbeaten 28, while Kane Williamson was left not out on 16. Captain Roston Chase reflected on their performance.
Thought we were in a good position up to this morning, even though in the first innings we thought that we should have got some more runs. Number of batsmen getting some starts, but we didn't really convert into anything big. So we thought that we left some runs out there in the first innings, and we thought that we would have gotten those runs in the second innings, but it didn't happen. So very disappointing for us after the bowlers really put up their hands and brought us back into the game.
The third test bowls off on December 17 at the Bay Oval in Mount Maganui. Portmore United moved atop the Jamaica Premier League standings after turning back Waterhouse 2-1 in the late game of a doubleheader at the Jewsland Stadium on Thursday night. Ted J. Bryan in the 16th minute and Stephen Young in the 34th scored for Portmore, while Colorado Murray netted for Waterhouse in the 16th minute. With the win, Portmore moved atop the standings on 24 points. Waterhouse are 8th on 12 points. Meanwhile, defending champions and 4th-placed Cavalier lost 1-0 to relegation-threatened Malines United in the first game of the doubleheader at the venue. Marlon Pennycook scored the lone goal of the contest in minute 50. Marcel Gale says he's ready to take charge of the St. George's College Manning Cup team following the resignation of Neville Burtis Bell. Bell served a combined 24 years as head coach, with Gale as his deputy for several of those years.
I've been there for over 2 decades, so I understand the system and the culture what George's entail. So it's just for me, if the opportunity come, they choose me, and I will give it my 100 as always, and put the quest forward all the time forward first, George's first.
National men's basketball coach Rick Turner is making an appeal to corporate Jamaica to help the Jamaica Basketball Association get aspects of the National Indoor Sports Center up to FIBA requirements. The venue did not meet requirements stipulated by the world governing body ahead of Jamaica's recent FIBA America's World Cup qualifiers against Puerto Rico. As a result, what should have been a home game for Jamaica on November 28 against Puerto Rico was eventually played in that country's capital of San Juan. However, Jamaica has 2 more qualifying games set for the National Indoor Sports Center next year, February and March.
We're hoping to be able to play 2 games in Kingston in front of our hometown fans. We're working on that. We need the support of the corporate community, to get involved with us. We need to get the facilities up to date and compliant with FIBA regulations. And if that's the case, then we're able to play in front of our hometown fans.
And that is it for your Midday Sports Roundup. And I am Jermaine Brown.
Thank you, Jermaine. And that's the Midday News Package. I'm Kerry-Ann Simpson. Join us at 7 for Primetime News. On behalf of the news, sports, and production teams, good afternoon.